Thank you, Mark. Thank you. I'm Marc Marano. I used to work in the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee. I now run ClimateDepot.com. It's like Home Depot except for all your climate needs. And I bring you good news from Washington, D.C.
The top one with a ribbon.
You don't care much good news, but the climate catastrophe that Al Gore warned about has been canceled. And we're marking it return to sender to his Nashville home, which uses 10 times more electricity than 20 times more than the average. I'm not kidding. Right now, European lefty socialists are angry at President Obama for failing to agree to the next UN climate treaty. The European left is angry. Why is Obama failing the European lefties? Because of you! Washington knows they can't do this. Right here, right next door in Madison, Wisconsin, new peer-reviewed studies showing global warming may pause for 3 decades as global cooling kicks in. Multiple studies now showing this. 3 decades. That means today's high school kids watching Al Gore's film, some of them 4 times in 4 different classes, will be nearly eligible for ARP retirement age by the time warming resumes. It is bad times for global warming fear promoters. The media is even waking up. Eric Berger, Houston Chronicle reporter, just wrote 2 weeks ago. He thought global warming was fait accompli, but now he's confused as the earth fails to warm.
God's word, change of soul.
Peer-reviewed studies coming out. UN scientists are now, just 2 weeks ago, are telling UN meetings that global warming has stopped and may stop for decades. There is a panic in the UN. It's time to celebrate. So what happens when the earth fails to warm? Debbie Stabenow, the Michigan senator, said just recently, climate change isn't about rising temperatures. Did we say global warming was about global warming? No. Debbie Stabenow, Michigan senator, actually said, global warming is about volatility, and I'm quoting, I feel it when I'm flying, unquote. Every time there's a thunderstorm, she feels global warming. This is the level of science. They're so desperate, Nobel Prize-winning economist Thomas Schilling, a global warming fear promoter, came out this summer and told Atlantic magazine that he wishes for tornadoes and horrid things to befall the Midwest in order to convince people that global warming is real. Global warming is in such a bad shape that Al Franken is bailing out of the climate bill. That's what a turkey this bill in Washington is. Now I might hesitate to say this next one, but the bill is so bad, John McCain, who sponsored 2 global warming bills, is calling the current one a farce. Even John McCain thinks this bill is a turkey. All right, that was somewhat of a shot at McCain. But just to finish up, global warming has now become what physicist Frank Tipler has called climate astrology. And here's what's happened. Whether the ice caps melt or expand, whatever happens, man-made global warming theorists claim it confirms their theory. A perfect example of a pseudoscience like astrology. We had the BBC just recently claim that hundreds of dead children in Peru from bitter cold was caused by global warming. The media still doesn't get it, but the American people do. It's because of you that the New York Times is reporting the climate bill may never come up for a vote in the Senate. Washington is listening for once on this issue. They are terrified. Congressmen and senators are being booed when they try to cite Al Gore in the UN on man-made global warming. But be careful. President Obama has powers and abilities far beyond the average man. What do I mean by that? When he was running for president, he actually said, and I quote, his administration will be the beginning when he sees the rise of the oceans beginning to slow. He predicted this in 2008. I'm not joking. In July of 2009, just 7 months into Obama's presidency, new reports came out. Sea level rise has paused and may even be on a downward trend. Obama called it. Unbelievable. But at the same time, Obama's now calling for G8 leaders in Italy in July, is calling to control the Earth's thermostat. He agreed with other Western leaders to limit the Earth's temperature to no more than 2 degrees Celsius. And I'm not making this next one up, but I'll end with this. The same time Obama was pledging to control the Earth's thermostat, in India they had a drought. And in rural India, farm girls went out and plowed the fields nude in order to embarrass the weather gods to bring about much needed rain. So here's the question. Who has a better likelihood of controlling our climate? President Obama and Western leaders, or naked farm girls in India embarrassing weather gods? I think the naked girls in India have more science to back them up. It's because of you, but just as I'll leave with a warning, never underestimate the ability of Washington to offer costly non-solutions to problems that don't exist. We have to be vigilant. Thank you.